Hey friends, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to share with you some thoughts I have for some changes I may be making for my rising fourth grader for the 26-27 homeschool year. Okay, so I have already posted my plans for the upcoming year, and my thoughts were that I was going to keep both kids together for history. And we're currently doing a 250 unit study through master books, and there's just a lot of questions sparked with my son, and he was starting to remember some of the things that my daughter did when she did America's Story with master books. There were some projects and some things that he just remembered her working on that he would like to work on as well. So we were getting to talking, and I've decided, I think, that I'm going to go ahead and separate them for history so that he can get some more American history under his belt. So he'll be going into the fourth grade year. And while we've done some American history when he was really little, he hasn't had any, like deep dives into anything other than this current unit study that we're working on, which has been a lot of fun. The kids have really enjoyed working on that together. So I've just been pulling books that I already have to plan his history for next year. Now, the way that Masterbooks has it planned, like how they have it laid out, is third grade America's Story 1, fourth grade America's Story 2, and then fifth grade America's Story 3. So they have it spread out through 3 years, which is how my daughter did it. But with him, I'm going to go at it more accelerated pace and do America's Story 1 and half of America's Story 2 for his fourth grade year. So there are a variety of chapters that we've already read in this current unit study that we're doing. Plus, there's more that we will be reading. It's only a 6-week unit study, so we'll be done with it soon. But whatever it is that we have read, I will skip, and we're going to be reading a lot of books. So I will be making a reading list for him and I. Books that I'll be reading to him, books I'll have him read. So I have pulled a variety of those as well. Okay, so these are the readers for those. And I'll be reading through this throughout the week. And I'll also be reading to my daughter. We'll have readings together, and she'll have her readings herself for her medieval Middle Ages study that she's doing. So I will be planning that in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming for us. So I hope to share those plans with you down the road when I get to them. But this is how I've decided to do it, so he can get that experience with some of the projects and things that my daughter got to do that he really wants to do. So these are some of the books I will be pulling for that. We have Viking Tales by Jenny Hall. I read this with the kids when they were small. My daughter was probably in first grade. So I'll be touching on some of this. We have North American Indians. Where Do You Think You're Going, Christopher Columbus. So some of these books will be instead of like a chapter. If we've already read the chapter, I'm not reading it again. We'll go over it in a book of some sort. So this, If You Sailed on the Mayflower in 1620. We have Pocahontas. Now some of these will be readers for him. I just have to sit down and exactly figure out which ones I want him to read versus what I want to read. And then What Happened, Paul Revere. This again is another Jean Fritz book. We have a variety of these. Some of them we are reading in our current 250 unit. But these are really cool because they kind of lay out, let's see if I can find it, like back here, what curriculums they'll kind of line up with. So as you can see, American Story Volume 1, Chapter 1. So all of these pretty much go with the first volume of American Story. So all of these books have this kind of cool little layout in the back where it tells you, like this one you can use in World Story and American Story, The Fight for Freedom. So James Armistead, Lafayette, so you know that you can read that chapter for that volume of American history. So we'll be touching on some stories in here. America's Famous Spies. We have Phoebe the Spy. Again, another What a Character book. So this is Amazing American Presidents. And again, it just lays it out for you in the back of what to read. We have George Washington. This is a Nat Geo book that I read with the kids. Again, when I did that, I did a American history unit when my daughter was in first grade. So this is something we read for that. I also read it to her when she did American Story 1. Another What a Character, American War Heroes. We'll touch on some of these biographies. We have Crossing Bach Cheeto, A Choctaw Tale of Friendship and Freedom. This is a newer book that I picked up a few months back when I thought I was going to originally do this, and then I changed my mind. And here we are, back to my original plan. The Trail of Tears, which I'm sure you can guess which ones will be readers for my son. We have Our Journey West. It's a book we read that we enjoyed. This is an Oregon Trail Adventure of Sarah Marshall, a Nat Geo book as well. So I will read this again with him. We have Wagon Wheels. So many of these books I've thrifted over the years. That's why they are kind of used. We have The Cabin Face West. We have Minty, A Story of Young Harriet Tubman. Okay. Oh, Poor Richard. I almost forgot about that. Poor Richard by James Doherty will be one that I'm reading to him as well. And we have the American Patriots Almanac, which is something I'm probably going to add back into our morning times. So this is cool. It just gives you a day like March 7th, a little blurb about something. This is by 1965, a century had passed. It tells you some things that happened. So it's just a cool kind of book through American history. And also Answering the Cry for Freedom. We will be reading some from here as well. I've had this for so long, we still haven't dived into it. So I meant to have my daughter read it and we just never got to it. So I'm gonna pull it out this upcoming year. And I think that's it. I think these are the books I'll be adding in for my son's 4th grade year. And still have some other things coming in for both my kids for the upcoming year. So I'll share that with you when that comes. But I did want to go ahead and share some of the changes I've been thinking about and how that's going to look for us. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And I hope that there's no more big changes that I have to share with you about our upcoming year. But sometimes that happens, you know, you start thinking about things, maybe having more discussions with the kids, and you realize, hey, I want to do this other thing that I had set out to do originally, you know, got a little derailed, but here we are. So that's the plan. And as I move in further on how I'm going to plan the books and book lists and the reading lists and all of that, I will be sure to share that with you. So if you have any questions, or if you've read any of these books, we've read most of them. if not all of them. Some of them no, but we're excited to kind of dive into these a bit. And let me know, how did you enjoy them? What have you read? I would love to hear about it. So I will catch up with you guys on another video. I appreciate you hanging out with me on this one. God bless.